Hello everyone. Welcome to first episode of my podcast series Analytics on Air. I'm Dhanish, your host. Here I'll be talking about various topics from the field of data analytics, including hot news, insights, interviews, and product presentations as well as some tool evaluations. As per Wikipedia, analytics is the interpretation and communication of meaningful patterns in data. What does that mean? It means there are three important sections when it comes to data analytics. 1. Computing. 2 is data science. 3 is visualization. Computing is required for consuming data for discovery of patterns. Data science or data discovery is required for identification and interpretation of patterns in data. Visualizations, on the other hand, are necessary for communication of meanings found from the patterns. What we can do with each one of these defines the future of the industry and tool and data analytics as a whole. Coming to computing. Computing is where we do our analytics. It is dominated quite a big by some big companies led by Amazon with its AWS, followed by Microsoft with its Azure, Google by Google Cloud Platform, and there are some other players as well. There are also some big players for the on-premise computing. On-premise computing, like you have your own data centers built on IBM computers, built on HP and Dell systems. Cloud computing additionally brings some serverless services such as Google's Dataflow, Dataproc, BigQuery, or Amazon's Redshift, EMR, SageMaker, or Azure's Data Lake, Databricks, etc. These services are also pivotal in shaping the future of the data analytics industry. Second component of data analytics is data science. It is how we do the things with the data we have. Artificial intelligence or AI and machine learning or ML have reached to new heights and new ways of exploring data are always coming up. Python and R are widely used and there are also other tools around it. Spark, Nime, Talent, Pentaho, Domo, all these tools are capable of doing ETL and more with their cloud connectivity. The third component is visualization of data analytics itself. There are various players in this sector. Some are innovatively new and many are old ones. The sector is dominated by traditional business intelligence companies who are also ever improving to consume the data and show up actionable insights to the user. Tableau, Cognos, TIBCO, SAP, ClickView, Vega, Power BI, Looker, and many other are all these available options. And there are so many more when it comes to high charts or other JS and CSS libraries are also adding to the new visualizations every day. That was a brief about the broader term of data analytics. So what we are going to do in our podcast is talk about some of the news. We will talk about some of the trends in the industry. We will talk about some of the tools in the industry. We will go through some of the tools in the industry and we will do some demo or presentation kind of thing over podcast or in additional with the YouTube channel we have. And we'll also have some interviews with some of the good players in the industry, some of the leaders in the industry, some of the innovators in the industry, and some of the users of the tools of the industry. So in today's podcast episode, we will go through some of the news that happened in 2009. Those will have very big effect in 2020. So let's get started. The biggest news from the dollar perspective was Salesforce acquisition of Tableau for $15.7 billion. That's a big amount. The impact of this deal is aptly and rightly described by TechCrunch as with Tableau and MuleSoft, a company Salesforce bought last year for $6.5 billion. Salesforce has much broader view of the enterprise than it could as a pure cloud company. It has access to data wherever it lives, whether on-premise or on the cloud. And with Tableau, it now enables customers to bring that data to life by visualizing it. Next big news was Google deciding to acquire Looker for $2.6 billion. Looker has been a hot property in the city of analytics, and Google is, Google. Data is bread and butter for Google as well as its strong point, and they are also ever evolving on their cloud platform. So with Looker's acquisition, Google gets a good customer base to upsell its cloud platform and vice versa. A smaller but notable deal took place between Click and Attenuity, where Click acquired Attenuity for $560 million. Click is a leader in data analytics. Click has products like ClickView, ClickSense, and Attenuity is one of the leading providers of data integration and big data management software solutions. The unified force of these two companies, Click can expand the breadth of enterprise data management capabilities and adds an experienced team of data professionals to its team. Another interesting news is about mega merger of Cloudera and Hortonworks. Both these companies are very similar to each other. Both are leading big data platform providers. Both were red hot ones few years back. And now both are struggling with the similar kind of problems. So the merger will allow the new company to expand its customer base with different geographical locations that both are selling itself, and the combined focus on solving the common problems they face. A profitable business may be in the future coming up soon. A third major big data provider with Hortonworks and Cloudera was Mapr. Mapr has been long struggling in the competition. It has now been acquired by Hewlett Packard. Now, this deal is expected to provide HP with a strong expertise in ML and AI, which Mapr has developed. Last but not the least, I want to highlight one more deal that took place in 2019. It's Splunk's acquisition of SignalFX for $1.05 billion. Splunk is known for its data processing capabilities. SignalFX provides real-time cloud monitoring solutions, predictive analytics, and more. The acquisition will strengthen Splunk solutions in the cloud space as it expands its support for cloud-native applications more and more every day. It would position Splunk as a leader in monitoring at massive scale for the enterprises. That's all we have in the news section of today's podcast episode. Thank you for listening. Catch me us on babagyan.com, that is babagyan.com, or follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Please provide your feedback about this episode and the upcoming episodes and subscribe to my podcast. Thanks a lot and see you again next time.